Bitches.
Right here. You look at me? Yeah. Welcome. And thank you for joining us for another one of Mike and Billy's Whiskey Reviews.
Guess who I am?
From the title, you should have gleaned by now that I'm Mike, and this is Billy, and today we bring you
Whiskey! Oh.
GlenDronach 12-year-old, courtesy of the Malted Man Cave.
You're going to hate it. It's going to be terrible. I get it.
Thank you to Keith for gifting me the remainder of this bottle to review on. Gifting us 43% ABV GlenDronach Highland Speyside Distillery.
This has been locked up at my tattoo shop in my safe for the past 2 weeks. So none of my stupid employees would think it was, let's go ahead and drink Papa's whiskey.
You know, worst case scenario, it's not the worst thing in the world, only because this is only about a $45 bottle.
Okay.
All right, so we have done the GlenDronach 15-year-old, which was very well received last week.
Yep.
Over 200 reviews in the first week.
I think I just had a sip of that. No, just kidding.
30 likes. We appreciate it. We've also done the 18-year-old Allardyce. And this will be our third GlenDronach. So far in my life, I've had the GlenDronach 15, the GlenDronach 18, the GlenDronach 21-year-old Parliament. All incredible whiskeys. All incredible.
James Allardyce was the inventor, pioneer, entrepreneur, founder of GlenDronach Distillery. He lived from 1780 to 1819. Not a very long life. Less than 40 years old.
So Billy, do you know what is the best thing I've ever heard about James Allardyce?
What's that?
He sold his whiskey to prostitutes.
That's smart.
And that's how he got the business going.
Did he always sell her, or did he just trade sometimes?
Quid pro quo.
Ho, ho, ho!
A little bit there. And as I said back in Whiskey Review 18, which was last Christmas of 2015, James Allardyce must have been the greatest closer of all time. If I came home and told my girlfriend, and I'm sure she was married,
right,
that I had been out all night selling my whiskey in a whorehouse, I would not be able to get away with that.
Well, back then you could hit him. Shut the fuck up.
Not that we promote that kind of behavior,
no.
But James Allardyce must have been an incredible closer to be able to explain away the fact that he was selling his whiskey to prostitutes, and that was an okay thing. All right, so something I want to say about the GlenDronach Distillery.
Bottle's boring.
GlenDronach was closed from 1996 to 2002. It wasn't producing.
You remember? Remember from the last videos we did?
Remember from the video 18, video 66. Look at those two videos, and I go into a little bit greater detail.
How does he remember that? How does he remember that shit? By the way, we did not write any of this down. He literally just called that from memory.
And I might be wrong.
That's amazing. But if you're right, hero stacks.
There we go. Okay, so GlenDronach, when they first came back, when they did the age statement whiskeys, the cool thing about GlenDronach is, since they were closed from 96 to 2002, the age statement you got on the bottle was far more than what you was actually in as far as the whiskey. So what that means, chopping that up, what that means quite simply is, initially, at some point, the 12-year-old was actually 18-year-old whiskey. The 15-year-old was actually anywhere from 18 to 20-year-old whiskey. The 21 was the 18 was anywhere from 19 to 22-year-old whiskey. Oh. So you get a lot more in the bottle. Now, Billy, a concern I always had was, I was always a big fan of the 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
The moment I tasted it.
I love 18-year-olds.
I always wanted to say, what would happen if the whiskey wasn't far older than what they stated in the bottle? Similar to the Balvenie 15-year-old single barrel back in the early aughts, 2007, 2008.
So much information. Slow down.
So, here's what we know. This one was bottled in 2015, which means this is actually probably only 12-year-old whiskey.
Coincidence? Dude, that's when I lost my virginity. 2015?
I get it. I was there.
Awkward.
Anyway, here's where we're at. GlenDronach 12-year-old. This is actually, I believe, basically a 12-year-old whiskey. Once again, this is a 43% ABV, sherry cask, matured, Oloroso, I believe. Billy, what are you getting on this?
Scolioso with the leg scolioso.
Okay, so yes, I believe this is not colored, but chill filtered, caramel colored.
Definitely a caramel. Definitely like a very dark gold.
I love it. Legs?
Very slow. Very slowly, also.
Slow and sporadic.
Also true.
Who knows where they're coming down? They're just coming down.
Just along the legs come down, you know what I mean? Spread the legs.
All right. It smells like sherried whiskey.
Wow.
There's a sweetness. That sweetness is fruit. This is Oloroso, not Pedro Jimenez.
I'm getting a little bit of, you're right. I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness there.
A little bit of wood smoke.
Definitely.
Not peat.
Definitely.
Not peat. Wood smoke.
And not super oaky either.
Wood smoke, sweetness, sherry. Nice nose.
Delish. Delish on the nose. On the olfactory. Wow, that is.
A beautifully smelling
Are you
Glenfarclas.
getting a dark cherry?
You said that on the 18. You were absolutely right.
I'm getting a dark cherry on this.
I didn't get the dark cherry on the 15, but I got it on the 18. I got it on the 21. I think I'm getting it on this too.
I think the reason that Mike and I get along so well is because we do have two different palates, and I often get something completely different than he does. I'm definitely getting a dark cherry, sort of savory, not so sweet, but there's a sweetness, but not, you know. I'm going in. Mike.
It's a sweetie fruitiness. Go ahead. Hammer it out. I'll talk more.
Everyone, I'm going in. Happy drink.
A little sharpness of alcohol, even though it's 43% ABV. Mm-hmm. It is sherried. It is Oloroso fruity, which is the sweetness. Maybe a bit candied caramel, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe all that. Wood smoke.
Wow. Okay.
Billy, give me. What's on the taste, my friend?
Smoke immediately. Not very oily. Doesn't coat the mouth over the top. I'm definitely getting a burnt dark chocolate, or maybe that espresso bean you were talking about earlier. It's very stingy on the tongue and the roof of the mouth still, which I love. I love that because I know I took a drink of something delicious. You know what I mean? Man, I don't know what this cost you. I think you said $60.
Well, first of all, Multimanca gave it to me, so thank you, Multimanca.
Oh, yes.
I think it's about $45.
Wow.
But now that I had to swallow, let me tell you something.
It's good. It's good.
$45, it's a good buy.
Yes.
It's a bit harsh on the palate initially. A bit harsh.
But it softens.
It softens quickly.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little Oloroso fruitiness. I'm getting some oakiness. I'm getting a typical, like if you had a 15-year-old Balvenie single barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that with like 2 parts water, 1 part whiskey. It's watered down sherriness.
Yes. Excuse me.
It is a good whiskey, a good buy for $43. I will say this though. This is one of these scenarios where I've had, as I mentioned before, the GlenDronach 18 many times, 21 once, 15 once. My expectation level, having those whiskeys, was high.
Right.
This is a good whiskey, not a awesome whiskey.
It's not a smack your mother in the face with a shovel whiskey.
Okay, so by comparison,
But
this is a $45 bottle. Macallan 12 is a $59 bottle. Macallan 12 is a better bottle than this.
you know which one we're about.
Even for the money. Even for
You
the
already
money.
know.
It's a good whiskey. There's the distillery characteristics still there. Not as predominant as the 15. It's kind of as a sherry overcoat like the 18-year-old does.
My tongue is still stingy, by the way.
It does have a nice
I love
finish.
that. I love that.
It
I
does have a
love
nice
the finish
finish.
on this. For this at this price point,
Good.
I absolutely love the finish because we could be sitting in my yard right now, having a bonfire, eating some fucking brats, whatever, and you have a sip of this and you hit your cigar and that's a good night. That's a good night.
This for an under $50 whiskey.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know if you can find a better sherried whiskey under $50.
Mike, I'm gonna buy a case of this. It's not gonna be my everyday drink. Let me tell you the truth. Not gonna be my everyday drink.
Well, a case is only going to cost you roughly $250.
Basically free. Basically free.
So yeah, this GlenDronach is for under $50. It's a good sherried whiskey. I would say for under $50, I like Lafroy 10 and Ardbeg 10 better.
Yes.
but if you're not a peated whiskey fan, maybe not. So, Billy, with a little bit of water,
we love Pete. You know we love Pete. Everybody out there.
And Billy, I added a little bit too much water to yours. I added more whiskey, so hopefully I balance it out.
Okay, well, we'll see. Ooh, that softened up quite a bit, didn't it? Wow,
there was more tannins than I originally thought. Now that
that's
they're
actually
gone.
nice. That's actually nice.
Now that they're gone.
Wow.
Not bad.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Can I have the rest of this?
Yours. Thank you again, Malted Man Cave Keith.
Thank you, Keith.
You're a guy.
Soon we'll hang out. Wow, that is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
That really softened it up a lot.
A lot.
You going in? He's going in.
Mm-hmm.
I love when Mike goes in. He goes hard. Mike said I probably shouldn't take my shirt off for this video. I'm on the fence. I'm wavering. I know most of our...
If you guys want shirtless videos, let us know.
Yeah.
For our 6 women subscribers, let us know.
We have 6. We have 6 women?
I'm not promising anything. Matter of fact, I am advising against.
I'll take my shirt off right now.
Okay, here's the thing. I like the smell just as good, maybe better, with water. Kind of flattens out a few of those tastes.
Let me see.
Billy, hammer it down. I'll say this, and I've said it before. I'm a fan of GlenDronach. For the price point, the 12-year-old is a good 12-year-old whiskey, good value. It's under $50 here in the States.
Wow.
It's not as easily accessible as some other whiskeys, but it's a decent whiskey experience. If you're waiting for the mind-blowing, life-changing 15-year-old revival...
This is not your whiskey.
Yeah. No. Or 18-year-old Allardyce. That is not... It's not that type of game-changing whiskey. But what it is, it's a good, affordable, under $50 U.S. American whiskey, readily available that you can find anywhere.
Which, if you're not a drunk asshole who pours it down like a real hillbilly in a trailer park, and you just want to enjoy a nice little flavor in your mouth,
this is a good one.
give her a try.
Yeah, it's a good one. All right, so Billy, I'm at 86 out of 100.
I'm first time ever.
Not first time ever, but pretty good. We're both 86 out of 100. Good whiskey. You get what you pay for, to steal an olden phrase.
Hello.
You get what you pay for in this particular whiskey. Sometimes with Scotch whiskey, you don't get what you pay for.
That's actually real.
Yeah, that is super real. Because sometimes you pay premium price and get
We've had some pretty expensive whiskeys that just...
Remember the Glenlivet 21 archive? That cost me $225. And that was an $80 whiskey.
Less.
$80 whiskey.
Maybe less.
I had the Glenlivet 25-year-old, and it was at the time $400 a bottle, and that is again a $100 bottle.
Expensive.
So with this, you get what you pay for. Billy?
Exactly. I just want to say one more thing. For all the 6 ladies that watch our videos, get out of here! If you've been watching this long, there's a little like button. Hit that like button.
Or if you like this.
Nobody likes this. No, literally. Someone asked us if we were homosexual once.
We are not.
I would have to question his morals if he wanted to actually be my boyfriend. But
so here's the thing.
Yes. Smash the like button.
We're both at 86 out of 100. Smash that like button.
Comment. Share.
About this. Share.
Like.
All that good stuff. Like. I will see you in the comments till next time.
He will be in the comments literally waiting for your comment.
And as always, Billy,
I'm going to wish you happy drinking.
Happy drinking.
And hopefully this image goes away. Sorry.
Never forget this. Never forget like 9/11. Never forget.
Best video ever.